In the middle of a desolate jungle, a man was taken by surprise. Through his binoculars, he spotted a stunning woman slowly slipping off her shirt. Just as he was getting engrossed in the view, his wife suddenly appeared, forcing him to act casual and quickly send her away. The moment she was gone, he eagerly grabbed his binoculars again, only to find that the woman had vanished. All that remained was a pair of discarded pants. The sight made his heart race with anticipation, and without a second thought, he decided to go investigate. What he didn't know was that he was walking straight into a trap. On his way, Victor passed by an overturned trash can and a bicycle lying on the ground. He barely paid them any attention, too focused on reaching his destination. But when he arrived, the sight before him left him breathless. There she was, completely naked, leaning motionless against a rock, as if she had fallen into a deep sleep. Victor's eyes gleamed with excitement as he carefully approached her. But just as he crouched down, ready to make his move, a sudden searing pain shot through his shoulder. A pair of scissors had stabbed him from behind. He collapsed onto the ground, groaning in agony, before scrambling to his feet and running for his life. He was too terrified to even glance back. When he realized no one was chasing him, he hesitated and raised his binoculars once more. What he saw made his blood run cold. A man in a long black coat stood there, gripping the very same pair of scissors. His head was wrapped in a red bandage, and at that moment, he mimicked Victor's exact pose, as if holding a pair of binoculars. Then in one sudden movement, he turned sharply toward Victor's direction. Victor's heart pounded. That man knew he was watching. Panicked, he ran blindly through the jungle until he stumbled upon an old building. Without hesitation, he dashed inside. Near the entrance, he spotted a piece of paper, but the strange symbols on it made no sense to him. Ignoring it, he rummaged through a toolbox, finding bandages and iodine to tend to his wound. As he wrapped it up, he noticed an old walkie-talkie lying nearby. Static crackled through the speaker, signaling that someone was on the other end. Desperate, Victor grabbed it and called for help, explaining that a man with a red bandage was hunting him down. But what he heard next made his stomach drop. The red-banded man was already on his way to that very building. Following the voice's instructions, Victor sprinted toward a laboratory at the top of the mountain, hoping to escape. But before long, the bandaged man arrived, and he was driving. Once inside the lab, the man on the walkie-talkie urged Victor to hide inside a machine, promising that he would activate it from the outside before joining him. But something felt off. Victor hesitated, then cautiously peeked through the window. His heart nearly stopped. The red-banded man was right there, staring directly at him. Terrified, Victor had no choice but to follow the stranger's instructions, carefully slipping inside the machine and urging him to start it immediately. The man pressed a button, and the machine's lid began to close. Victor finally let out a breath of relief and called out for the man to get inside. But the man didn't move. He stood there, his back to Victor, completely still. And in that moment, Victor realized something was terribly, terribly wrong.